Star Wars Ahsoka by E.K. Johnston, released in 2016. I ended up reading Ahsoka just randomly, out of the blue. It was actually pretty low on the list of Star Wars books that I wanted to get around to reading. And really the only reason that I ended up reading it was because it was free on my Kindle. There was like a month where it was free on my Kindle. Almost a year ago. I think I finished it back in June of 2019. I never made a video about it. But yeah, it was free on my Kindle. And I was like, you know what? I kind of want to read these other Star Wars books first, but this is free, and hey, why not? So I did. And maybe it was because my expectations were extremely low and I wasn't that excited for the book, but I found myself really enjoying it. I mean, from the jump. It's a story of being on the run. It's a story of being a fish out of water. It's a story of helping those in need. It's a story of your past coming to haunt you, and not only haunt you, but haunt everyone that you're coming in contact with. And like always, Ahsoka is kind of the moral compass. She's the moral compass in the Clone Wars. And once again, Ahsoka is the moral compass in her novel. I think really that aspect of the book is what I enjoyed the most. The fish out of water nature of it all. Seeing Ahsoka kind of trying to fit in and start a new life. I'm not going to give any spoilers. There are some kind of gap fillers here and there near the end of the book. Familiar faces, or face without the plural. A little bit of how Ahsoka becomes what she becomes later on in Rebels. But for the most part, that is just kind of tacked on at the end. The front-loaded story of the book is really engaging. I thoroughly enjoyed it. There comes a certain point, like maybe 3/4 through the book, where things just kind of turn, and without spoiling anything, it goes in a different direction, which I think is necessary, but it kind of it felt a little herky-jerky to me. This is not going to be an in-depth review. I just, I was like, you know what? I never made an Ahsoka book video. I never talked about this. I never even mentioned that I finished it other than a live stream. And if you're looking for more Ahsoka tales, now that your Clone Wars fix is gone, I think you'll get something out of this. It's Ahsoka on the run, fish out of water, trying to lay low, getting in trouble, helping out the locals, with some information and connections that kind of feed into other material. So yeah, the Ahsoka book, a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. I went into it with zero expectations. I wouldn't have chosen it if it wasn't free, but knowing what I know now about it, I would have paid $10 for it to read it, of course. So I have read 4 canon books since the new canon was created. I don't try to burn through Star Wars books, and if I finish a Star Wars book, I usually read a non-Star Wars book because I have to diversify a little bit, right? I can't just read one thing. So out of the 4 Star Wars books that I've read in this new canon, I've read Bloodline, and these are my favorite in order, I think. These are what I think of them in order of favorite to least favorite. Bloodline, Ahsoka, Thrawn, and then Last Shot. I mean, honestly, man, I could probably bump up Last Shot over Thrawn. Thrawn was okay. It was okay. Thrawn as a character gets kind of tiring to me. I really like the beginning of the Thrawn book. This is not a Thrawn review, right? Anyway. So yeah, go read Ahsoka. I think you'll dig it, especially if you're kind of craving a little bit more Ahsoka content. It's worth a read. Enjoy it. Hello, Greedo. Out.